So getting into the position, just get behind them like a chest to back position. You're gonna go wrist to wrist here, or grab their wrist and then grab your own wrist. All right, like so. Then we're going to fall to our side, and I'm gonna hook an arm like so.
Oh boy.
All right, yeah, not the best position for this guy. My job for this first round is going to be, I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm gonna maintain this this connection. I'm gonna try to stay behind the shoulder and the elbow with my chest. I don't want his chest to drift from I don't want his shoulder or elbow to drift from my chest at any point, okay? And I also want to keep his hand off of his body, all right? That's all. Just wherever the roll ends up, just stay behind the shoulder and the elbow, keep this connection, and keep that hand off the body, okay? And exactly, yeah. So Mike's job is going to be as much as possible to connect his hand to his body, right? And then he's also going to be looking to one of two things. He's either going to look to disconnect his hand from this connection and get his shoulder free from the connection completely. Yeah, he can like basically get out. Or the other thing that he can do is if he's able to wrap my body, even if I maintain this, if he's able to wrap my body up and get clasped hands around my body and get on top, that's gonna be a win for Mike. Okay? Any questions? Don't look to finish it first round, please. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'm gonna go over, wrist, under, wrist, okay? And then I'm just gonna fall to my side, let both legs come through, and I'm gonna come over the shoulder like so, all right? Next game, same exact start, same exact objectives pretty much, which is I'm gonna make sure I keep this grip. I'm gonna wanna keep it off of his body. But now my goal is to get to a pin and covered hips. So again, a pin is where both of his shoulders are covered either by my chest or by the floor. And then covered hips, in this case, is gonna, if you can think of something creative, go for it. But because I'm keeping this grip, it's most likely gonna have to be your legs. However, if you think of something else, if you're able to get your body or your hip or something on each side of the hips, go for it, okay? So something on each side of the hips and covered, and a pin, all right? So covered hips and a pin. Bottom player is the same exact thing. Just look to free your arm or get up on top, clasp hands around the body. All right, any questions? No finishing yet. So the cool thing about, this is classically called a kimura grip or a figure 4 lock. The cool thing about this position is, if you haven't seen it before, it's a twisting lock. All right, so you're attacking the shoulder, but it's a very, very good control position too. So we're gonna work both of those today, but for right now, no submissions yet for those of you that know it, okay? All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Same start, so wrist to wrist. I'm gonna fall on my side, capture a shoulder. Now, so same start, same goals exist. However, at any point now, you can look to get a finish on attacking this arm, okay? That's gonna happen via either twisting it or straightening it for a bend. That's also allowed. So if you get to a situation where you can straighten it and get a finish that way, that's also fine. But remember, while we're playing this game, as the attacking player here, I wanna try to keep this hand isolated from the body at all times. That's gonna allow me to twist and or bend it when the time comes. If at any point I get to a pin with covered hips, that's still gonna be a win for me, okay? Bottom player, same exact goals. Get on top and free this arm and or get on top and clasp hands around the hips or the body in any way. All right, any questions? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Mike's gonna get inside control with his legs, inside connections right here, all right? And then, yeah, and he's gonna grab both of my legs. As a top player, I can decide however I want to start, what structure I would like. So I could be standing up, I could put my hands on the floor, I could do whatever, all right? Just as long as you're on your feet in some capacity. Excuse me. And we're gonna start from here. My job on top is gonna be to get to a pin, chest to chest or chest to back. Don't need to cover hips, just a chest to chest or chest to back pin, all right? In order to get there though, the first thing I'm probably gonna have to do is clear these connections. And when I say probably, I mean you're gonna have to clear. Leslie, let's go. I'm gonna have to clear these connections. Okay. Bottom player, your job is to destabilize me. It's very powerful already, as it leads to knocking me on my butt, my hands, feet, or back, and then use that to either come up or, yeah, that's it. Use that to come up, or if at any point you can stand up, that works too. Okay. Feel free to change this. You don't have to play with this the entire time. Okay, yeah, I see. As soon as we start, Mike can change to whatever he wants to do. I don't care. We're just gonna start every time you reset. You're gonna come right back here. Person on bottom's gonna get those inside connections. Person on and feet grips here. Obviously, this doesn't really pertain to you guys. I already know you're not gonna do this, but walk your feet up so they can grab your legs. When I do this with the kids, can you back up for a second? They'll be like, okay. And I'm like, walk your feet up so they can grab your legs. So, all right. Any questions? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Same starting position, same exact objectives. Okay, so the task is not changing from last game. But the starting structure is gonna be, now for the top player, I'm gonna force you, hands on the mat. All right. Now, some of you started like this is fine. But in the course of me trying to get to a chest-to-chest or chest-to-back pin, all right, so getting in front of his legs, getting to a chest-to-chest, chest-to-back pin, at no point can I take both hands off the mat. So I need to keep at least one hand on the mat at all times while I go about getting to a chest-to-chest or chest-to-back pin.
Do you have to have palms or on the mat, or you can go to your elbow?
You can, that's a great question. I'm okay with that. Elbow's fine. Yes. Elbow, hand, that's a good question. Hand or elbow to the mat. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, same exact game as the last one. All right. So person on bottom is trying to get up on top or stand up. Person on top is trying to get chest to back, but at all times, keep at least one hand, arm on the mat. Okay. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. This time, same objectives for both players. Actually, yeah, you're good right there. Same objectives for both players. So I want to get to a chest or chest to back pin. Mike wants to stand up or reverse position and get on top. Okay. He can also take the back one with reversing the position. Okay. But we're going to start this time disconnected. Now, these are the most challenging games because mentally anyways, is because the first thing you need to do is you have to make connection, right? And if Mike can just stand up immediately. So keep that in mind when you play. Is your job at all times is for every game is to get on top, stay on top, and hold the other person down. So that's definitely present right now. And will be very obvious if the bottom player is very deliberate about standing up and you're not trying to hold them down. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna have to do is make and maintain connections in some meaningful way and keep them down. With the leg, can you lay on your back quick? With the legs in front of you, if you're relatively new to getting around legs, it would be the same if I was on the other side of his body. We have to deal with his legs here. Break them down into segment them out segment them out so they're like a ladder. You have the foot line, the knee line, the hip line. You want to get in front of the hip line, okay? So look to get beyond the feet, get beyond the knees, get beyond the hips, and that'll lead to chest-to-chest or chest-to-back pins, okay?
I got to bounce. Sorry, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll get 3 go, okay? Any other questions? Or any questions? All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no problem.